everyone, Jaymes Mansfield here bringing you yet another video. In today's video, I'm bringing you an updated version of my pink fantasy look. Now you may wonder, James, how is this version updated? Well, I added glitter. Now, stay tuned and I'll show you how to get this beautiful, very achievable, if you have my bone structure, drag look.
All right, let's get started. First things first, I'm gonna prime my face. I am going to use the Benefit Professional, and you can see it still has my gratis sticker on it from working at Sephora. Boop, 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 boop. There it is. And just massage that into the face. I usually focus a lot of it on my beard area because that has the tendency to want to peek through the most. Taking a makeup wipe, I'm gonna take off my brows, then go from Trade to Uncle Fester in a hot flash of a second. Foundation, I'm gonna use a Krylon TV paint stick in shade FS36, so it's just like that color. It matches me. It's color me. And I started using this guy because I found when I use it, I don't have to do my color correction on my beard and when I do it, so it's one less step I have to take. It's one of the few foundations I found that covers facial hair for me, since I got super black facial hair that tends to want to peek through all my foundations. Damp Beauty Blender and blend it out. I'm super excited to be able to make this video for you guys in the new year. I just got back from a bunch of different places. I was in Provincetown, and I have to say, it is one beautiful place. Only problem is I went there in the winter time, and I'm not saying it's not beautiful in the winter, but living in Wisconsin, it wasn't exactly what I'd call a vacation. But it was cool. Nothing was really open there. Like, all you could really do was eat and see a show. And I got to see Miss Richfield 1981, which has been a big dream of mine forever because I friggin' worship her. She did a Christmas show on New Year's that I got to sit in on and see how she performs and what the style of performing in Provincetown is like. And I will say, like, I was impressed. Those girls do not let up for a second. Not one show, because I sat for both of them, not one show was the same. She had different pattern and even insert like different material for each one. I was impressed and I was inspired. Because one of my big dreams is to have a one-woman show of my own and be able to showcase the Jaymes Mansfield character in that kind of setting. And hopefully in this new year, who knows, maybe the Jaymes Mansfield show will be coming. All right, just make sure I got it down my neck so that way it matches my plate. Get your ears too. Sickening. All right, let's do my contour creams. A little swipe like that. Chin, a little bit there. Don't like do too much, otherwise it looks like I got a full-on mask on. Just a strip over here on the forehead. And take a different blender that's also damp. I'm gonna buff that out. But yeah, also, I got to do a New Year's Eve show with the Nobodies, who I've worked with before. I reviewed the Mae Young Classic with them on their YouTube channel. They were hosting a New Year's Eve show I was doing with Angina in Beverly, Massachusetts. And it was so cool to finally work with them again. I worked with Ariel in Accident Report when I did their video, but I had not met Lady Berica. I think she had like diarrhea or something that day she was filming. So, needless to say, I didn't get to meet her. But I finally got to meet her there, and she was super cool. Not to mention the drag scene in Beverly that they brought girls from all over. There are girls from Florida, there are girls from Boston, there are girls from Rhode Island there. All came up to do this New Year's Eve show. It was really cool. A little melting pot of drag. A good 12 performers. And I finally got to sit down and talk to Angina, who my last interaction with her was at DragCon. She had the booth behind me with Pandora. And I didn't really get to speak to her because at DragCon, we're so busy, we don't get to interact with each other very much. So it was really kind of like a high and by situation. And it was just cool to finally get to sit down and actually talk to her and just shoot the breeze and get to know who she was a little bit as a person. We exchanged information, and I don't know, I'm hoping to see her when I'm in LA later this month for my tour. She said to give her a call and get lunch, so who knows, look for it on Snapchat. Let's check for symmetry. Yeah, there we go, my cheeks look hollow. Let's do highlight creams. All right, I'm using Anastasia and Banana, it's a cream. We're going to highlight certain planes of my face. A little dot there. Kind of like drawing a mask on myself. On the nose a little bit, sides of the nose, under the eye bags, mustache area. So it looks like you got like a painted on mask on. As I started doing my makeup more and more, I don't know, I've started experimenting more with my highlighting, and I find that I kind of like the effect I get when I do like a whole mask area here. It makes like this whole front area of my face like just pop out at you. Alright, other blender and just buff away and blend the contour down with it. That way it doesn't look like I have a 6 head. And just blend out chin. Alright, let's set it. Airspun Coty powder, which I heard can give you like the clown lung. So, you know, use with your own caution, I guess. But yeah, I figured if I'm gonna get any disease from makeup, it's probably gonna be the clown lung, how appropriate. And bibbity bobbity boom, she's set. Let's move on. Alright, contour. Now, I don't know why, but I've been using like this big fan brush to contour. I see Naomi Smalls do it in a video once, and I thought, I'm gonna try that out. I actually kind of like the effect it gives me. I just do like a little bit of tippy tip of it, and just fan it downward like that on my cheekbone. I don't know what it is. I feel like it brings out the hollow of my cheek better. I used to do it with like a flat brush, like an angled contour brush like that. It always kind of like made my contour look really hard. I don't know, it pays to look at videos and pick up tips from other people. Bring down our chin, make that double chin singular, or at least a little less double. And forehead. Alright, highlight with powders. Now I'm literally scraping the bottom of this Kat Von D palette. It's really pathetic. So I'm gonna use whatever red lens I can and then set the rest with the translucent powder. And if you know me, you know I use this Kat Von D palette for everything. From my contouring to my highlight. And girl, I got lucky. I saw these things at TJ Maxx on sale and I'm like, girl, snatch all those things up. I think she like discontinued the paper packaging and paper for plastic. I'm like, whatever. Bought like 4 of them things. Now let's do our forehead. Alright, let's do the sides here. My jawbone or jawline, whatever that's called. I don't know. I didn't pass anatomy. And just cut into that and carve out our jaw. Alright, go over a little bit with the Coty powder just so we can bake that even further. Yes, yes, yes. Bake, bake, bake. And while we're baking this flan of a face right now, I'm gonna move on to my eyes. And the type of eye I'm gonna do is something I've been doing a lot lately. It's sort of like a half cut crease. What I do is dip into a darker contour color, my darkest one from my KVD palette, one of these bad boys. Alright, trace out the crease I want. And you can't hear it, but I can. My neighbors misbehaving little kids are all banging against the walls right now. And essentially we're making like a shark fin going up on your crease and coming down and going downward into the ocean like that. Or kind of like a bird. There's the beak, there's the wing, there's his body going down on your eye and their friends. There we go. Take a little softer brush. Like one of these guys, a blender. And just buff it a little bit here. Do a little bit on the side too. So that you look soft and feminine. And we're going with colors. Now if you know me, you know I love me a nude eye. I'm gonna start the basis of a nude eye and then put splashes of color as I go through with it. With just a regular eyeshadow brush. Pick up some brown from my Sugar Pill palette. The color is Castle on the Hill. I think it's from the Edward Scissorhands collection. That's all I'm gonna do with that is just darken up the crease area, do a little more definition before I cut it with the cream. All right, with a different brush, I'm gonna take just the tiniest bit of black, and with that, I'm going to add further dimension to the crease. And if it's a little sloppy in this inner corner, it's totally fine because it's gonna get covered with a cream anyway, just so long as it doesn't go too far out into like the rest of the eye. And that black was Bulletproof by Sugar Pill. And another clean brush, I'm just gonna blend those sides a little more. As you can see here, I got a little fallout from the eyeshadows, which is totally fine, that's why we baked earlier. Take a clean brush and sweep it away. And just take a little more of that face powder and add a little bit more. I'm gonna use Jeffree Star Drug Lord to cut my crease. And if it feels like I'm ignoring you, I kind of am. Because I like to concentrate on this part. So yeah, in the meantime, just talk amongst yourselves. Mama's working. And to set that, I'm gonna use Taco by Sugar Pill. This white one right here. You can tell it's liked by me because it's almost gone. I'm just gonna set that on there. And I'm gonna start my eyeliner. And I'm gonna use Stila liquid eyeliner in intense black. Do a little line like that. And then from the inner corner, I'm gonna go from the tip here, draw all the way up. All right, and just connect those together. And bam, that's all my eyeliner. Just fill it in. And for this, I was using KVD Trooper, but I felt like it kind of dried out all the time when I do this because I guess like all the makeup I'm putting it over, it just couldn't keep up. And I started using the Stila one and I've actually really like it. I get a lot of uses out of it before it eventually dries out. That's half the eye done. Gonna add a little color. I'm gonna use my NYX Jumbo Crayon and Milk, which is crazy low. I gotta buy another one. Look how small that is. I use it too much. All right, I'm gonna go underneath my eye and do my waterline. Alright, I'm gonna line underneath my eye. And taking Dolly Pop, I'm gonna add some color to the lid. A little bit here, a little under here. Now here comes the fun, different part. I'm gonna take Lemon Head, and I'm gonna use Adult Film, which is like this nice iridescent glitter. I'm gonna use it here, and just tap it on my finger. Pinky finger would probably be better. Try that one next. And just put glitter all over that lid. And let's add more, why not? Let's rock out. And using a different Space Jam, this one's called Birthday Bitch by Lemonhead. I'm gonna take a little bit of that. Looks like this. Ooh. Just tap it on. And it's fun, it's like little glitter clusters along with like stars. And it gives you that nice pink iridescent shine. Ooh, let's do an eyelid now. Ooh. And the cool stuff about this stuff is like it just moves around with you. So if you don't want it to be there, you can just move it and it moves around. You can still blend out stuff underneath it. And if you sweep it away, you could always add more. All right, do my brow next. I'm using Anastasia Medium Brown Brow Pomade. And just draw up a brow. Using my natural brow as a base, I'm just going to create a heightened, more feminine brow. All right, it looks a little hard in the end. I'm gonna go over with my Jeffree Star Drug Lord and just thin it on out. Just taking the tip of the applicator with like, it's just like a little lip brush. Go over and carve it out to define it. All right, taking the residue that's on the brush, just gonna drag it along the brow and carve out the top. Like that. Sharp brow. And I'm gonna do the other side off the camera and then fix any mistakes I made and act like they didn't happen like every other beauty guru does. All right, be right back. I'm gonna do a little finishing touch on my eyebrow quick. I'm using the Anastasia Brow Pro palette. And the color I'm gonna use is Chocolate. Take a little bit of that on a brow brush. And I'm just gonna use this to darken out my brows a little bit. And I don't use a whole lot. I usually go along the top here, create a fine line, and just drag it forward. Or just drag it back. Just a little practice in coloring inside your own line. Just go slow and darken her up. Because I noticed with my makeup, and I don't know about you, but it does this for me, when I use just the brow pomade on its own, it tends to get a little gray. So I just use a little powder to add a little punch back to it. You could probably do this with eyeshadow, but I got this for free from Drag Race, so I'm gonna use it. Thank you, RuPaul. Now I'm going to do some contouring and highlighting on the nose. This guy, the schnoz. I'm gonna go back to the foundation. I was using the cream one. That is this brown one in Walnut from Anastasia. And with a little tiny lip brush, I'm gonna draw small gel bars along the nose. And from the brow, go all the way down. And it would behoove you not to rush through this process because I've rushed it a couple times and it looked like I broke my nose playing football. So if you can, I'd recommend taking your time with this. Otherwise, if you're in a rush, you can't do it. Just put a white line down your nose and hope for the best. You may not get the contour, but at least you get the highlight. All right, let's just snatch our nose in good. All right, and now we're gonna check for symmetry. Now you can trust your own judgment or you could phone a friend. You know, call someone on FaceTime and say, hey, does this nose look crooked to you? And if it does, then just cry and, you know, hope for the best. Now that we got our contour down, let's blend it out. I'm gonna use one of these round brushes. It's an oval brush from Blend Party. Blend down the edges and soften them up. All right, let's do the highlight on the nose. A little dot here. Kind of like a bird poop there. There you go. And here on the bridge. And again, take your time with it because if you speed through it, it's gonna look like someone broke your nose. Snatch nose. All right, and with a little bit of powder, we're gonna really snatch it in more. I am going back on tour. I'm gonna be doing Louisville pretty soon, and a few more cities after that. You should check it out. And you haven't noticed, I'm wearing my own merch today. Drag Queen merch sweatshirt in pink. Perfect for this winter season, think about it. Click down below. Also, I'm just super excited for what this new year holds. I have a lot of new shows planned for the channel. And actually more makeup shows. I have one in mind that I've been planning where I have guests in, so we're gonna see what I look like with other people's makeup on my face. It's never been done before on YouTube before. Drag queens doing another drag queen's face. You've never seen anything like it, I swear. It's nothing like anything else. Alright, and I just did my nostrils with the little Stila eyeliner. And what the hell else do I gotta do? What am I missing? Lips, gotta do lips. And I'm gonna line my lips now using Lolita by Kat Von D. Sorry I'm being so silent for the lip portion. If you don't line your lips right, you got like a crooked lip going on. Like someone pulling you with a fishing hook. I always have that problem when I do my lips where it starts small and it just keeps progressively getting bigger and bigger before I know it, like the lips overtake the entire face. For the liquid lipstick, I'm using Watermelon Soda by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. It's crazy looking back at my old videos, like I was so adamant against like liquid lipsticks, and now it's like all I use now. I don't use any of my bullet lipsticks anymore. They're like a huge menagerie of different brands and colors that I'm like never gonna use again. It's so goofy watching those old videos back. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, James, what's your problem? Why don't you like looking pretty? I had so many set rules that I was sure in my mind at the time were like the right way to do everything, and there's like no budging me on it. Let's blend. But I'm just gonna do lips. No, I already did lips. I'm gonna do blush, highlight, and eyelashes, and then we're done. Throw on a wig and a look, and we'll end the video. All right, let's blush up. And I'm actually gonna be using an eyeshadow for blush today. It's Suburbia by Sugar Pill. And for highlight, I'm actually gonna be using today the Anastasia That Glow palette. I'm gonna be using Dripping in Gold and Bubbly. All right, a little bit on the brow, a little on the nose, bridge. And I'm also gonna use Jeffree Star Skin Frost and Ice Cold and do over the cheek with that as well. All right, I'm just gonna add some eyelashes to the bottom of the eyeliner here. Stick it on, just press it, and you're gonna angle it to where you want it to go. All right, I'm gonna curl my lashes. And the eyelashes I'm using today on top are these Sugar Pill lashes called Cat Eye. They're big lashes that flare out here at the ends. I usually use their plush lashes, but I started using these ones. I actually really like the way they look on my face. And when I apply it and I have eyeliner this thick, the benefit is I don't have to put it exactly on my eyelash. I can put it up a little higher at an angle here at the end. I have it all the way to the tip here, and it just like goes across like that. Sort of like how my eyeliner goes. I'm just gonna mascara up my lashes and combine them. All right, I'm gonna do the other eyelash off camera.
All right, lashes are on. This is the finished face. I'm gonna go throw on a look and a wig, and I'll be back shortly, okay? And welcome back. This is my final result. Just a little bit of mascara, a little gloss on the lips, and just a nice roller set to the hair, and bam, instant bombshell. I'm not wearing pounds of makeup at all. I'm kidding, of course. This is my updated look. This is what I do for most of my venues when I do live shows, and it works for me. I feel like it really brings out my best natural features. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you to my supporters on Patreon. I couldn't do any of this without you kittens. And if you want a personalized shout-out video from yours truly, go to bookcameo.com/JaymeSmansfield. That's me. And until next time, bye. Click here and watch me style body waves with the side part. Or see me swatch Sugar Pill's liquid poisons. Come on, click it. If you don't click it, your firstborn will write a telling expose about you. Just click it.